Hi, Dennis Bulldogs. So we're actually going to catch up on two announcements, one from Friday and then one for today that have to do with responsibility. So we'll go ahead and dive right into this. I hope that you had a wonderful weekend and are ready to tackle this week. So from Friday, it says hockey pro Wayne Gretzky once said, I think that from the time you start playing sports as a child, you see that your responsibility to your team is to play the best that you can, play as an individual, and yet not take away from being part of a team. Being part of a team carries a lot of responsibility because your teammates are depending on you. In a way, each of your classes is kind of like being on a team. When you all work together, the whole class succeeds. And then for today, the announcement was, there was a photo circulating online a year ago of, I hope that I say this name right, but I may not, Sadio Mane, a soccer player for Liverpool FC. The photo showed Mane carrying his phone with a cracked screen. Earning approximately $10 million a year, he could certainly afford to buy a new phone. In an interview, he's recorded as saying, I do not need to display luxury cars, luxury homes, trips, and even planes. I prefer that my people receive a little of what life has given me. Talk about an example of responsibility. Instead of blowing through millions of dollars, he chose the responsible route and in the end helped other people too. So very cool. So today I just briefly wanted to talk about New Year's resolutions. So New Year's resolutions and responsibility do go together because whenever you make a New Year's resolution or just even a goal for the year, you have to be responsible in making sure that you are keeping up with that goal and doing the things that you need to do in order to achieve it. So I'm going to link this sheet below because it's just a free worksheet that you can kind of look at, and then you can either print it if you happen to have a printer, or you can just kind of write out your answers on a notebook piece of paper or whatever you have, or maybe even on your phone in your notes app, or if you're just wanting to think about it. Any of those are beneficial. There is science behind actually writing down your goals. And that may even mean in the notes app, which is totally fine, but it's just there's something about putting something down on paper that makes it more of a commitment. So I'll show you the sheet that's in front of me, and it's just kind of a sheet to think about the year, this coming year, this year that we're in now, 2021. And even though we're only in the 11th day of the year, there's never a bad time to start a goal. So if you're not a New Year's resolutions person where on New Year's Eve you're vowing to quit eating sugar or to quit yelling at your brother and sister, there's still time to make a goal. And I think it's important to always strive towards something. So this little sheet is just kind of helpful, and one of them says activities I want to do. Now, yes, we are in a pandemic, and hopefully things are looking up with some of the stuff that's coming out, but there's still lots of activities that we can do even within our home or safely. Excuse me, if we socially distance. So just some activities that you want to do. That doesn't mean that it's necessarily a goal. It's just things that you're looking forward to in the year coming. So maybe you would like to read more, or you would like to get back into drawing, or you would like to Zoom with some of your friends, or there's lots of activities that you might want to do. You want to get outside more whenever it's nicer out. Another one is places I want to visit. Now, I know that one can be a little tricky right now because we're not sure what the world is necessarily going to look like. But you could also think outside the box and think of places you want to visit with your family. Maybe you want to go to a park or take a hike, or go to a place that you can be safe and social distance. Take a picnic with your family. Lots of different things that you can do and plan and to do even though we're in a pandemic. Another one is things I want to get. Obviously, it's okay to want things, but maybe you're going to try to save your money for them, or there's something that you want to ask for your birthday, or even Christmas 2021, which is a while away. But it's okay to kind of think of something that you really want this year. Another one is people I want to see. So that one's always good, even though, like I've mentioned, with everything going on, it makes it kind of hard, but you can still see people through Zoom, or if you are socially distanced and you're wearing masks, whatever your family's plan is during this time, that's okay to kind of think of people you want to see. And I'm sure there's lots of people that we want to see right now, even if we haven't in a while. But the one that I really want to focus on is habits I want to change. And I do think, though, that maybe instead of focusing on habits, we should just focus on one habit, because sometimes that can be overwhelming. So my challenge for you is to really think about what is a habit that you want to change, something that you've gotten used to or you're doing that you would like to change. So, like, for example, for me, when I get off of work, I'm usually pretty tired whenever I get home, even though I'll make dinner and things like that. And so instead of just eating dinner and then just basically sitting around, laying around, reading, those things, which aren't bad things, it's important to relax. I want to move my body, so I want to walk on my treadmill or do yoga, or when it gets warmer, go outside, because I know that those things are way better for me and will give me energy rather than laying around, even though that's what I want to do. So I'm going to focus on that habit this year, and just focusing on that and just saying I want to move my body more kind of takes off the pressure of saying I'm going to run a mile every day. Not that that's bad, but if you know yourself and you know that might be too much or overwhelming, modify your goal to meet who you are as a person. Challenge yourself, but also modify it. So I hope that that was helpful. It definitely will take responsibility to keep ourselves accountable for all of these things. And so that's where I'll leave you. I will link that down below. And until the next time, I should be making a video, I believe, on Wednesday, and I'll send something out, of course, tomorrow. So I hope everyone has a wonderful week, and I will see you later.